Mr. Taylor is before the court this morning, accompanied by his attorney, Ms. Amy Lou Husted. He pled guilty to 2 counts of failing to pay child support, habitual offender, third offense. Do you have any changes you'd like to see made to the body of that report?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Taylor was arrested and incarcerated on August 5th of 2025. He was released on August 26th of 2025. He was arrested on this exact same case, Your Honor, for felony child support, and the case was dismissed because the prosecutor did not show up for the preliminary exam.
What?
Yes. Yes, that's what happened. And so
our prosecutor or the Attorney General?
The Attorney General.
Okay.
Office did not show up for the preliminary exam, so Judge McCone dismissed the case, and they then subsequently refiled. I believe that the way the credit statute is worded, it's for any time spent on the case for which you are convicted. So I believe that he's entitled to an additional 21 days credit, Your Honor, which would bring the days credit up to 87.
Thank you. Ms. Steindorf, what's your position on this matter?
That is an accurate recitation of the facts, Your Honor. I have no objection to that additional credit.
Absolutely, Ms. Husted. Do you have a victim that wishes to address the court today?
I do not, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Husted, if you do have a victim.
Oh, I do.
Would your victim like to address the court? Would you like to come up? So I saw you come into court and I said, who's that nice looking young man that's wearing a suit and tie in court? He can't be in trouble. And you're not in trouble, but you look great.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
I'm here to watch my father sentencing.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I'd like to say that he wasn't there for the countless of first days of school. He wasn't there for my last days of school. He wasn't there when I graduated elementary school or middle school. And the biggest one that's coming up is high school in a couple weeks.
To graduate? That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you going to do afterwards?
Go to trade school for crane operating.
For what?
Crane operating.
Crane operating, like one of those really tall cranes that put pieces together to build skyscrapers, or?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's awesome. Those are the coolest things, aren't they?
They are.
Then you put one piece in and it kind of builds it up. That's right. Good for you. Your mom must be proud.
She is.
Okay, good. Is that your sister there with you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything else you wanted to tell me?
He wasn't there for the my birthdays. He wasn't there when I got when I first started driving. He wasn't there when I did a front flip off my bike. Almost gave myself a concussion. He wasn't there for a lot of events, and yeah.
Do you know what the good news is, though?
What?
You got a strong, supportive mother.
I do.
And sister.
I do.
And you are the man of the house, right?
I try to be.
You are the man of the house. Good boy. All right. Thank you for coming up and talking to me today. That's hard to do, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Good things are coming for you. I can see it.
Thank you.
All right. You take care of yourself, son.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. Ms. Husted, allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. What Nick said is 100% accurate. My client has not been active in his children's lives. He deeply regrets that. Turn his life around. He needs to get stable housing. He needs to get a job. He needs to pay his child support. And if he were able to, the forgiveness of his children, he'd like to start a relationship with them. He does have some mental health issues, depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder, Your Honor, and he has multiple felony convictions which are hindering his ability to get a job. When there's hundreds of applicants for one position and their employers are sorting out, the guy with several felonies is going to probably get thrown in the trash quicker than the people who don't have the criminal convictions. So, but this is the situation that he brought on himself through his own poor choices, and he understands that. Your Honor, we're asking that you follow the recommendations of the Michigan Department of Corrections so that he can get out and get a job and work on rebuilding his life. Thank you.
What is the recommendation? Is 66 days in jail? Credit for 66 days? I see it.
37.
Thank you. Ms. Steiner for the Attorney General's office.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant has done nearly nothing to support his children, as the court can see from the statement of one of the victim's children today. I have had the opportunity to confer with the mother of the children, and the mother of the children has indicated that at one point the defendant actually tried to enter into negotiations in order to surrender custody of the children to sign off so that he didn't have to have any responsibility whatsoever, but he wanted things in exchange. So that's not how it happened, obviously. The concern today is he's made it clear, even to the probation agent, that he didn't pay because he didn't want to. He wasn't getting a job because he didn't want to pay child support. His guidelines are 5 to 34. I would ask the court to strongly consider a sentence of incarceration. If the court is not inclined to impose to incarceration and is inclined to impose a community sanction, I would ask the court to impose a requirement that defendant make an attempt to apply for at least 3 jobs per week and present proof of the same to his supervising agent as a term of ongoing supervision. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Mr. Taylor, this is your opportunity to address the court, sir. What would you like to say?
I would just like to say that I'm deeply sorry for everything, and like I said, I'm willing to do whatever I can to make them start paying their bridge. I'll do the probation. I'll get a job. I'll take the first job as possible and start paying my restitution, my fines and everything. I just need an opportunity to get out and show you and the court and my probation agent that I'm willing to do all the stuff that I need to do.
What are you sorry for, Mr. Taylor?
I'm sorry that I wasn't there for being in my kid's life. I'm sorry that I missed so much of it. I regret it. I mean, this is the first time I've seen both of them in years, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that they hear what they said, and I just want to. I want to try to change everything instead of being that non parent. I know I can't be a parent right now because they have a stable life, and I don't want to upset their stable life and their everything. But eventually, I want to try to maybe get supervise conversations over the phone, or just try to make an effort. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm deeply sorry for everything. I truly am.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. So this is a setup for these kind of cases. Normally, the front of the court will kind of police its child support orders and ask you to come into court and explain to the court why you're not paying your child support. But when your arrearages get over a certain level, then the Attorney General will sometimes pick it up and then charge you with a felony for non-payment of support. And they did that to you in this case, Mr. Taylor, with 2 files. And I can certainly see why they did that. I was looking at the excerpt from our front of the court. The last time you voluntarily paid child support was in 2001. You paid $41.61. And then you said, well, I'm not working, I'm a felon, I can't get a job. But the following year, in February of 2022, the IRS grabbed $1,400 from your federal tax return and gave it to mom. And that means that you were working and you had income and you had money to pay and you didn't care to pay child support. The government had to take it from your wages. So that tells me that you did have money. You just chose not to pay child support. And once more, you have a lot of theft in your criminal history. In fact, you have 2 theft crimes pending right now in other jurisdictions that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
So it's a heck of a lot more than just wanting to get out of jail to go get a job, because I don't believe that you will. I just don't believe that you will. And I don't know that you even heard your son say. You might have listened. Excuse me. I didn't interrupt at all while you.
At this point, the courtroom completely shifts. Up until now, this sounded like another unpaid child support case. But the judge is making something very clear. This isn't only about money anymore. The son didn't come up here asking for punishment. He came up describing years of moments that never happened. Birthdays, school milestones, learning to drive. Those aren't financial losses. They're moments that never come back. And now the judge is drawing a line between hearing and actually listening. The defendant says he regrets everything, but the court is questioning whether regret only showed up once consequences became unavoidable. That's a tough distinction in cases like this. What do you think? Should courts give more weight to late accountability Or does there come a point where actions speak louder than apologies? Stay with us, because the ruling that follows makes it clear the court is looking at more than promises.
You were talking, I'd ask you not to interrupt me. When this young man was speaking, you might have heard him, but you weren't listening to him. I listened to him. I think your attorney listened to him, and that didn't seem to faze you at all. That was heartbreaking to me to listen to this young man come up and say that his dad didn't even come and watch him graduate middle school and likely won't be there for high school. That's unfortunate. And it's really too bad, Mr. Taylor, that your kids are here to watch their dad, just not be a part of their life ever. But that's your decision. The court cannot enforce a moral obligation. It can't make you be a good dad. It can't make you go to graduation. It can't make you go watch him drive a car for the first time. It just can't, and it won't. But you will be on probation for a period of 2 years. During the course of your 2 years, all the terms and orders that you said you read and understood are now orders of the court, Mr. Taylor, and you have some financial obligations you'll need to make with us. And that includes a $130 crime victims assessment, a $30 monthly supervision fee, $961 in court cost. Child support is ordered by the court, $136 state cost. Restitution is ordered in an amount of $12,119.98. But that needs to be paid first, besides above and beyond, besides any court-ordered sanctions. As to incarceration, Mr. Taylor, the court is going to order that of your 2 years of probation, the first year is going to be spent in the county jail. And against that 1 year jail sentence, you'll receive credit for 87 days. That'll be on both counts, and they'll run concurrently. When you get out of jail, if you're not working and you're not paying child support, I'll likely send you to prison. Do you understand? So this is it. You got to do it, or you're just going to go away. I hope you do get it together and you reflect over the next year what obligations you have and what priorities are important and should be followed. You have some appellate rights. Mr. Schmidt is on his way over to you with them. What I'd like you to do is initial the form acknowledging that you received the same. If you'd like court-appointed counsel to assist you with an appeal, you got 42 days from today.
This case ended with something courts often struggle to balance: accountability versus opportunity. The judge didn't send Mr. Taylor straight to prison, but this was far from a second chance without consequences. 2 years of probation, 1 year in county jail, financial obligations, restitution, and a direct warning: if there's no work and no child support afterward, prison could be next. One of the strongest moments wasn't legal at all. It was when the judge said the court cannot enforce a moral obligation. Courts can order payments. Courts can impose supervision. But they cannot force someone to show up for graduations, birthdays, or become a parent. Now the question becomes whether this sentence creates change or simply marks consequences arriving too late. If you found this case powerful, leave your thoughts below. Was the sentence fair, too harsh, or not enough? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns and real case analysis.
Hesitate to make that request. Best of luck. And thank you folks for coming in today.